All right, now we should be good. Hi, sorry. The sound, I don't think it was working before. Sound is better, right? Okay, good. It's loud? Oh boy. That's weird. I don't know why it's so loud. There we go. Oh, the water heater is loud. Yeah. We gotta get we gotta get a plug-in or something so that I can knock that out. That's on me. We'll put that on the wish list for the live stream. Okay. So in the meantime, we'll just move on and pretend like the water heater is not making so much noise. So hi, I'm Lynn, and well, this is an update that I do every Monday about life and becoming a family. And last week we had the special episode, I suppose, of Bert and Imani joining me as we kind of reflected on our time together. She left us last Tuesday. Talk about ripping the Band-Aid off, though. The caseworker had the day off, and on Monday, sorry, not on Tuesday, and because it was a holiday, it was Juneteenth, and so we hadn't received like the itinerary or the time that Imani would be leaving, and then like 45 minutes before she got picked up is when we were like, oh yeah, we're coming to get her at 10. I'm like, oh, well, I guess we have to say goodbye pretty quick. Obviously we were packed and everything, but it was just like we weren't sure what time or if it was even happening anymore because we hadn't received an update. Yeah, 45 minutes. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like, we knew it was going to be on Tuesday. At least we had that heads up on like the previous Thursday. So we had all weekend. She was all packed, we had done everything. And honestly, like, I don't know that we would have done anything really much differently if there was more time. I think it was just one of those, like, waiting, like, I don't know. She's not a very emotional girl. She didn't want to talk about things, there was no, like, sentimental, closing or anything like that. It was a long hug and, holding back tears a little bit, like, right at the last minute. But there wasn't a lot of, I don't know what you do living with someone that long and, like, ending on good terms like that. Like, what's there left to say or do? So it kind of worked. It kind of worked that she, it was kind of quick and it happened. And, all day long we just checked her phone for an update, like, made it or something like that. And we never got that. So finally at night we texted and we were like, hey, just want to make sure you made it to your grandma's. And she's like, yep, made it. I'm sure she was just so excited to see her brothers and grandma and, just jump right into all the changes. And yeah. Oh, Paul. I don't think it's, yeah, well, maybe. Maybe I'm being a bit too forgiving on the caseworker, I suppose. But thanks. Thanks for saying I'm classy. Honestly, I cannot, like, even believe that it's been a week since that happened. It's been a really, really busy week for me at work. We've had a lot of really big events. I'm limited in my physical ability to help, and I feel bad with my team, at work, not being able to do what I normally do. So I still pulled my weight, and there were some things that didn't go great this year at the big event. Not that the customers would ever know, but just like sales wise and stuff. It wasn't what I was expecting. Excuse me. And I took a lot of that on. I'm like, is it because I'm not there? But I just had a meeting today, and all that worry, that I just rack up inside of myself. I really got to break that habit. But the boss, today had some very nice things to say about all the preparation and everything that I did for this event. So I got nothing to worry about. But here's what I really want to talk about. I was at those events, and guess what Bert was doing? He was staying busy at home, not playing Minecraft like you think he would, or even calling his friends and going drinking for the day. Nope, he did not do either of those things. Instead, he cleaned the house. He cleaned Imani's room, he cleaned her bathroom, he mopped our bedroom. Like, he did all the chores that, like, normally I would do. And when he rattled off everything that he was doing, I'm like, oh my God, Bert, you're nesting. Yeah, he is a papa bird preparing our home for our little chicken that's coming home. Yeah. Oh, Bert's admitting he did play a little bit of Minecraft. Okay. Well, now we know. So anyway, this was, yeah, it was just really adorable. And I'm like, holy crap, I thought it was just the women that do this. But because, Bert's doing it, I'm like, I Googled it and I'm like, okay, men do nest too, just in different ways. But yeah, he did awesome. And he is like, he was very, on Sunday, like very, like, okay, Lynn's going to be very tired from working a long day. I was like, had a 6 a.m. call on, or had to be on site at 6 a.m. On Saturday, and then worked all the way until like 7:30 p.m. So that's, 13 and a half hour day. And then we went to Soldier Field to go watch the U.S. men's national team play a 9 p.m. soccer game, which didn't get out till 11, didn't get home till 12. So yeah, this pregnant lady was up for a long time on Saturday. And on Sunday, we were supposed to work on the nursery together. And we made some progress. We cleared out the closet, so that we got to put stuff everywhere, or got to put all that stuff somewhere, right? Went to Home Depot, picked out the closet that we're going to do, because we need like shelves and everything in there. And what's currently in there is not enough. It's just like a bar. So we got one of those nice kits. So we'll be able to organize like little baskets of, socks or whatever, onesies, however we want to organize it. But it's getting exciting. And we're talking about painting a mural of mountains on the wall. We have different ideas of what colors those mountains should be, but I think it's going to come out nice no matter what, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. Mom is saying 9 is bedtime. Yeah. In my head, 9:30 is when my head should be hitting the pillow lately, but that only happened last night. It might happen again tonight. So we do have a lot of work to do in the nursery, but Bert is like so busy cleaning the house and just preparing everything. I'm like, I don't know. I feel really lucky to have him doing all that, and I'm very excited about the next 2 months. I can't believe it's 2 months away that we're going to be meeting our little girl. So Bert's been nesting. We haven't even really had 10 seconds to sit and really think about, I don't know, everything that's happened in the past week. I think that there has been a little bit of those moments where it's just us, but not a lot, because she left on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we went to a concert. On Thursday, I worked at work until 11 p.m. On Friday, I worked. No, maybe Friday was 11 p.m. On Thursday, I worked late. Saturday was a soccer game. Sunday, I was just too tired to do anything. So I just I kind of introed this whole thing. It's just been a week of so much that I couldn't even process it. And Paul, I don't know if you're still watching or not, but the bangs have been pushed back into headband mode, which is, I guess, my new thing. So I couldn't keep up with the bangs anymore, and now I've just got this look going. I think I have to get a hair light, though, because it seems so dark here. When I'm looking in my my monitor to see what I look like, I feel like I look like I have no hair. So maybe I need to let it down when I do my live streams. But anyways, if I get a new award, maybe it'll be the headband award for live streamers. I'd previously gotten a bang award, best bangs. Anyways, so what's up? What's going next? We're going to be working on the nursery, getting ready for baby. We were supposed to have a 32-week, and that's how far along I am, is 32 weeks officially. We were supposed to do that 32-week ultrasound, and I booked it, and they're like, the soonest we can get you in is in July. And that's when I'm going to be 35 weeks. So it is what it is, you know. You have to wait a little bit longer to see her, and they do all these measurements and everything just to make sure everything looks good and her organs are developing properly. But according to my app, she now has all of her organs, and she's even learning how to breathe, even though it's amniotic fluid, but she's like learning those motions, which just blows my mind. So I guess the only organ that's not like fully functioning on its own right now is her lungs, but that's what she's learning how to do. So then fine, how long does that take, and why does she have to stay in there for 2 more months, right? But I'm learning my limits about, you know, my changing body, and, you know, knowing what I can't walk on sand. I can't be out in the heat very long. I get tired very quickly now, and breathing is like, she's pressing up, everything's getting pushed up against my lungs, so it's crazy. And I love it, honestly, I do. Like, it's kind of just neat to be observing myself going through these transformations at this point, and just accepting it all. So I love it. I'll do a little side view for you, because I think I've got a fun shirt for it today. And this is my summer outfit. Go. Yeah. And usually her foot's right about here, or knee. I was actually it's either her foot or knee that kind of presses up against my left ribs. I was kind of looking forward to having the ultrasound this week, because I was really curious if it was a foot or a knee, and what position she's actually in. I'm pretty sure that like she's in the face or the head down position with her back to like my belly. So like she's facing my back. Does that make sense? So I feel a lot of times like on my belly, the hardness of her butt or her back. But I think I can also, like, sometimes she's like pivoted a little bit, and I can feel like an elbow or a hand kind of reach out. And it's so cool. And Bert's now able to see it and feel it, and it's magic. It's so freaking awesome. Like, I can't believe I'm experiencing this, and I'm like so thankful that we got here. Like, I'm very thankful. So yeah. Yeah. So thanks, guys. Thanks for being on this ride with me and us and supporting us. A special shout out to Amy, who watches usually on Facebook, and I see your message now from a few minutes ago. Hi, Lynn. Good job, Bert. Hi, Amy. Thank you so much. Amy sent us a few things, and it just is so sweet. Like, just received like gifts from people who are cheering us on, and I don't know, like it's I did a little bit of reflecting on this the other day with Bert, because while we were trying to get pregnant, you know, for a while I was like excited for other people when they got pregnant, but then when we had our own like issues, I was like not in a great space to want to attend baby showers or give gifts. I've talked about this a little bit before. Plus, you know, this was Bert's observations. Like, we didn't really know what to give other than something on the registry. And I would just make baby blankets for people. But I had stopped doing that because I just wasn't excited like I used to be anymore. You know, I was just kind of like moving on with my own stuff. Anyways, but Bert said, you know, like, but now think about it. It's like, now when our friends get pregnant after us, you know, with their first, we'll have the experience of, oh, this is what you actually need. You know, we'll be able to actually give those gifts where, like, you know, from a personal experience of, you know, what worked for us and what we couldn't live without. So I think that made me feel better about like moving forward, like being gift givers, and I don't know, the thoughtfulness of it. Trying not to have so much guilt about people I didn't give gifts to because I just wasn't emotionally available to do that. So anyway, my mom's asking if the hiccups are better. No, she's still been getting the hiccups. I would say at least once a day. And sometimes it's like I can feel it more than others. I think it all depends on what position she's in and what position I'm in. But the hiccups are like super annoying sometimes. And other times, like Bert actually felt it. He put his hand on my belly. He's like, oh, she's got the hiccups. And I'm like, oh, I couldn't even feel it that time. So it's hit or miss. But anyway, so thank you, Amy, for the gift. It was really thoughtful. We've had a few other people send gifts that, couldn't make it to our shower, people that weren't even invited. This one was really cute. We had our 3 Minnesota friends that we would not expect to come to a shower in Chicago. They just went in on one of the things on our registry, a little bouncy thing, and they're all fairly new moms within the past couple of years, and they sent a nice note that said, so mom can take a shower and you can bounce somewhere, while she showers, because it was like one of those little rocky bouncy chairs. And I just thought that was just so sweet, I don't know, coming from, the position where they're new moms and this is what they felt was something they needed. And so they passed it on to me. So it was really cool. Yeah, so things are going well, guys. It just makes me nervous. It means like something else is going to come crashing down. But while it's wonderful, wonderful right now, I'm going to appreciate it. And I just got a text from my mommy right now. This is the first time we've heard from her since last Tuesday. And she just said salmon for dinner, ? Oh my God. Because that's what we usually do on Mondays is have salmon. All right. Hold it together. Oh my God. Bert and I were just wondering with each other yesterday, is it weird if we reach out to her? Is it too much? Do we give her space and let her adapt to her, thing? And I don't know. This is just so nice to hear from her. It really is. Kim's crying too. Oh, life is beautiful, guys. And just taking these moments, the little ones that come along, something so simple, asking if salmon is for dinner. Yeah. Amy's tearing up over salmon. Oh my God. All right, guys. Well, that's my update. I don't really have a lot more to talk about today. I think, I can't remember if I had mentioned, speaking of gifts, just to kind of close this, not close it out, but just come full circle here. My sister, my mom, and Kelly threw an absolutely beautiful baby shower for us. It exceeded my expectations, and I was already expecting a very nice shower, and they absolutely blew it out of the water. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for our friends that showed up. And it meant more than the gifts. It was so much more than that. It was the hugs and seeing everyone and the love and our friends and just feeling that support. And so I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for being supportive. The notes, everything that we receive is just so lovely and wonderful. And I hope I'm putting back out into the world as much as I'm receiving, because man, it's beautiful. That's what we're here for. This upcoming Saturday we have our second and final baby shower. We have our suburban friends and our city friends. Our city friends, and not to be confused with Minnesota Twin Cities friends. We're not doing a shower up in Minnesota. Here in Chicago, there's the suburbs, and then we live in the city. Actually with a Chicago address, and have our friends here. And so they're throwing us a shower. It's people we play broomball with and soccer with, and our drinking buddies and stuff. Not that we're doing much drinking these days, but that's being hosted by our friends Claire and Molly. And I'm excited for that because they have apparently put together an obstacle course for the guests, which it was kind of kind of a request. I'm I want my friends to have to compete, and they took it to that level that Bert and I kind of love. It's just beyond the typical baby shower games. So I'm excited to see that. And the nice thing with Kelly is Kim and Kelly know I don't like all these like baby shower like typical games. So they had an activity, and crafting also goes really well with like my personality. So they had all the guests at our party make bows for the babies, and I've got like a whole collection of little baby like headbands with like flowers on them and bows on them, and I just like I can't wait. And now that I've got my headbands, you know, me and baby can mesh. It's just gonna be awesome. Oh my God. So, taking it all in with all the stress and all the craziness that's going on, I've still got these wonderful moments to bring it all back, you know, to center. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Yeah. And my dad was saying it was a great day because it was hosted at my parents' house, and my dad was present for the baby shower, and he said, "You have the most amazing friends. So many people love you." And it does feel that way. I feel very loved and very fortunate, and yeah, I don't know. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm excited. I'm going to go text Imani back and tell her, actually, we're not having salmon tonight. We're having pork because she hated pork. So now we can finally eat pork again in the house. We're not going to tell her that part, but we'll send her a nice message back. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful week and you find those moments throughout your week to enjoy life and appreciate what you've got. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you next Monday for another update. Bye.